Hi everyone, my name is Maral Satar. I'm the CEO of BiblioCrunch and super excited to launch our new video course series titled Startup Book. Startup Book covers a variety of topics that will help authors publish and promote their books in today's evolving publishing landscape. Startup Book is part of BiblioCrunch, a platform that connects authors with the best curated publishing professionals. So if you're looking for an editor, a designer, someone to help you with your book interior, someone to help you market your book, you can actually post your project on BiblioCrunch, post your budget, and watch the proposals pour in. Members of our exclusive community of industry professionals have worked for some of the largest publishing houses in the world, including Simon & Schuster, Penguin Random House, HarperCollins, and a whole bunch of other places. BiblioCrunch has been featured in Consumer Reports, Forbes, Money Magazine, Bloomberg, BBC World News, Publishers Weekly, Media Bistro, The Wall Street Journal, Library Journal, and the Columbia Review, among other press outlets. So be sure to check out bibliocrunch.com. So now I'm going to go ahead and introduce this course. For this video course, I'm going to be talking about how to avoid common self-publishing mistakes that the first-time author makes. My email is maral@bibliocrunch.com. Feel free to shoot me a line with any questions. My Twitter is @maralsatar. Our company Twitter is BiblioCrunch. Our hashtag for our weekly chat that we host every Tuesday is Indie Chat. So join us for Indie Chat on Tuesdays, 4 p.m. to talk about the various issues or the various learnings that comes in the publishing industry today. So just a little bit about me and my background and how I actually got into publishing. So I'm the founder. I have an engineering background and also a digital publishing background. I went to Columbia University and I got my undergrad degree there in computer engineering. I have a master's in digital publishing from NYU. I was a software developer for 7 years, and then I went on to spend 4 years at Time, where I was a senior product development manager. And what that basically means is I launched a lot of digital initiatives, and it was kind of a really exciting place to work because that's when magazines were going through a huge digital transition. So I had a chance to be part of launching the videos, the apps, the blogs, the ebooks. And in 2011, while I was there, I actually recognized a huge need in the ebook space. And so I left Time full time to launch BiblioCrunch.com, and the rest is kind of history. So, just to give you a quick overview of the landscape, the publishing services spectrum is huge. You have everyone from the do-it-yourself author who does everything on their own to the traditional publisher who kind of provide everything for their authors. So in between those two, there is an opportunity to fill a huge unmet need because at some point in the process, the book will need professional editing, it'll need cover and design. You might want to think about whether you want an app, you want to think about marketing and publicity. You'll want to fact check the book. You'll need to figure out the workflow for the book. You want it converted and designed for the various formats for ebook, print, digital. You might want to do enhanced features. Enhanced features basically means do you want video and audio in the book? You'll need to proofread the book, and then you'll need to have some kind of distribution strategy for your book. And what BiblioCrunch does, it takes offline community interactions between authors and publishers and book publishing professionals and brings them online to make ebook publishing seamless. So what I'm going to talk about is, or briefly cover, are the common mistakes that I see a lot of authors make. We've had nearly about 20,000 authors come to us up to date on getting help for their books, and these are just the most common ones that we've seen. The first mistake that I think a lot of authors make is not defining your goals. A lot of times, self-published authors forget this key step and they forget to define their goals because depending on what your goals are, your strategy is going to be very different. Are you looking for more readers or are you looking to sell books? Are you looking to sell books just to your family? Are you looking just to promote your business or your book? You need to basically define your goals before you do anything. The next thing that I think a lot of authors do is they get intimidated by the editing costs and the cover design costs, and they forget about crowdfunding. Publishing can cost a lot of money if you don't already have a team in place. And for those of you who don't know what crowdfunding is, it's raising money through social campaigns. The average author can raise anywhere between $2,000 and $10,000. It's money you don't have to give back. You just have to give the people who are funding your campaign incentives for your book. The platforms that are the most popular are Pubslush. Pubslush is a community where they just raise books for book-related campaigns, Kickstarter, and Indiegogo. Another thing that I see a lot is authors don't do their vendor research. Whether you're deciding between an editor, cover designer, vanity press, or company, always, always, always make sure you do research. And just a simple way of doing research is doing a Google search of the vendor's name and negative reviews, and that'll pretty much give you everything you need to know. You can always look up companies on BBB, which is the Better Business Bureau, and you should always, always read the terms of service or terms of use before signing up for a platform, as a lot of them might not be author friendly. And it doesn't matter whether it's a big six or a big five or a startup, you should always, always read it. One example, a recent example, is the Amtrak residency. That was a popular residency program that Amtrak did last year, and what they did is they asked authors to submit their work to be considered for a writer's residency program. And what a lot of writers didn't realize is by submitting your work online to Amtrak, Amtrak actually owned the content. So just something to be aware of. So this is just a sample of what it looks like when you do a typical Google search. Let's say you want to do bad reviews for Author Solutions, you'll actually see all the negative reviews that come up for a company like them. Another mistake I see is authors don't hire professional editors. You need to make sure to hire or work with an editor. Make sure the editor has worked with a self-published author. Some people might disagree with me on this, but I think it's good practice because editors kind of, if they've already worked with a self-published author, they already know what to expect, what the author might not know, or what they know, and they are more clear and more upfront about the way the process works. Make sure to ask a lot of questions to your editor. Agree on a type of fee structure. Make sure the person has actually worked in your genre. And not having an editor is like not testing a drug before it goes out into market. You want to make sure that your editor, if you're working on a nonfiction book, that they've done similar type of nonfiction. You don't want to hire a dystopian fiction editor to edit maybe your memoir. I mean, they might be qualified, but more likely than not, it's better to use someone who's kind of gone in your genre. Not having a quality cover. You need to make sure it's optimized for all the types of readers that there are. A JPEG usually works for all readers. A size of 1600 pixels by 2400 pixels works for all digital books. The book cover should look good in color. It should look good in black and white. And you want to make sure it's optimized for all screen sizes, for the Kindle, the iPad, the iPhone, the Nook, how it looks on your small iPhone, just make sure that the cover is readable. One mistake a lot of authors do is even if they get someone to edit their book or convert their book, they don't do a final proofread of the book. And then usually in the proofreading section, you might always find it, and it's better for you to find the mistakes before someone else's book. And it's your book, so make sure you go through it on a digital device or simulator before putting it out onto the market. And even if you hire someone to do the proofreading for you, you should actually just do a final proofread yourself. All the retailers, the major ones, Amazon, Barnes& and Nobles, iBooks, Kobo let you preview your book online. And you want to make sure you catch the errors before the book goes out into the world. So this is a thing I've seen a lot of authors do, is they do print runs before actually having a distribution deal in place. So I had one author who came to me and he had printed 1,000 copies of his book, and he's like, how do I sell them? And I looked at his book. The cover was a little grainy, the inside had typos, and it wasn't exactly clear, and he was very unwilling to change the materials or fix the typos because he had already printed 1,000 of these copies. So that's not something that you want to do. So one thing that you could do is try CreateSpace or Ingram Spark for good print-on-demand services. And print-on-demand is basically the book gets printed when someone buys it, so there's no actual upfront cost to you. One thing authors do is they don't line up reviews, or they don't go out and actively have reviews. So there's a few things that you can do to get this. You can send free copies of your digital books to encourage reviews. Before you do any type of marketing plan or execute any type of marketing strategy, it's always best practice to have at least 10 reviews up there. You can sign up for something like NetGalley to get reviews. And then also on our blog, there's a list of free places where you can send your book to get reviews. No marketing plan. Rule number 1, make sure you have one. Books don't sell themselves, and you'll spend a lot of time actually marketing your book. 2 books I highly recommend is Let's Get Visible by David Gaughran and Market Your Words by S.R. Johannes. So make sure you check those out. So it's really a great time to be in book publishing because all the tools to self-publish a great book are available to you. And you can find information about pretty much any platform, any service, and any tool. So if you want, you can sign up on bibliocrunch.com and get access to all our videos and all our templates. And here's just a slide for additional videos. bibliocrunch.com, author services marketplace that matches authors with quality vetted book publishing professionals. We have a self-publishing tips blog, which is bibliocrunch.com/blog. I also write a column for PBS Media Shift about self-publishing, and the link is over there. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm Miral at bibliocrunch.com. My Twitter is Miral Satar, and our company Twitter is bibliocrunch. And also, if you want to access this video later or see what our other videos are, you can actually check our resources section. Thanks so much, and I can't wait to host the next video with you guys. Thank you. Bye.